Can that go to this one here?
It's straightforward enough. You can see recording top left.
Yeah.
It's recording. If you want to, you can pause it, which is that centre one.
Yeah.
Well, he says if I do. If you remember the Camping and Caravan Club, they tend to take you to your pitch, and then they will show you, they give you a choice of pitches and say, well, if you like this one, like one. And they will help you to get onto the pitch as well. So they're quite useful camping and
We'll
caravan.
join them, yeah.
The Caravan Club, it's a good club, but I won't say they're not as helpful, but Camping and Caravan will direct you to your pitch and help you if you struggle to reverse or anything like that. Okay, so once you've picked which pitch you're going to go on, so you need to get your caravan onto that pitch. So how good you are at reversing. Practicing obviously is quite good. It all depends on the site as well. Some sites can be quite tight as well,
Yeah.
so trying to reverse on can be a bit awkward. And obviously this fan's not exactly light. Once you take it off the car, you might be able to push it. But obviously when you imagine when it's loaded up as well, it can be quite a weight.
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably use your car to reverse it onto the pitch. First things first is check to see it's level. Before you unhitch it off the car, just check to see if it's level side to side. Okay, if it's down one side, you're going to need to lift it. The way to lift it is either on blocks of wood, or you can get these levelling ramps, okay, which is just a plastic ramp, which is probably one of the easiest things to use. Okay, so you notice, say it's down on this side, all you do is reverse it a bit further back than you want the caravan. Just make sure obviously there's no obstructions behind it. Then all you do is just put the plastic ramp in front of the wheel that's the lowest side, and you just use the card, pull it back up the ramp to level it up. A spirit level obviously quite handy at this stage, just to make sure it is level before you disconnect it off the car. The reasons why we level it is because of the sink. So you imagine the plug hole's here and you're leaning that way, the water's not going to go down the plug hole, it's just going to sit in the sink here. Also, obviously the shower as well. The other thing is the fridge doesn't like it if it's on a bit of an angle as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so things like that obviously is important to get it level. Once you've done it, got it level side to side, a lot of pitches can be quite level. So if you go on the hard standing, which is usually a gravel type, they tend to be levelish side to side, so you may not need to level it. But if it is, you do. Okay? So once you've got it level side to side, handbrake on, get it off the car. So I'll show you how to get it on and off the car. Have you towed anything before?
Little trial.
Yeah.
Tiny
So
little thing.
I'll show you how to get it on and off, obviously when we bring the car to afterwards. But what you do, handbrake on first, get it off the car, move the car out of the way. Then you can start obviously connecting things. Okay, you've got your bits and pieces here, but we have connected up, as you've connected your gas.
Yeah.
So normally a lot of this stuff will be probably stored in your front locker anyway. So obviously open that up. I tend to open the gas up first, because that's where I'm in. So I'll get all the bits out. Going for the acro, that might be a job for the kids to do. So if you come around here now, so go, someone maybe, you might be able to send someone off and roll it off, and you can see the picture there. Obviously it rolls. Fill it up with water. Get your water pump, which you may store in your sink. Obviously connect that. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, your battery locker. And that's where you connect electric as well. So make sure, I don't know if you can see that there. Okay, it's fairly easy. Obviously open that, put that on. Always connect it to the caravan first.
Okay.
Then fully open it out. Don't have it all in little tight coils. Fully stretch it out, then connect it to your bollard. Okay? Don't connect to the bollard first. Then walk. Yeah, you've got a live cable you're walking across, which is 240 volt. And if you've got a slight cuts in it or anything like that, you don't know about, obviously you can get a shock.
Okay.
So make sure caravan first, then your bollard. Okay, once you've got it in position, see this groove here. Slot it into that, then lock it up. Okay? Honestly, for now, that's how we leave it. Okay? Just obviously while I'm doing the demonstration. The water. So what we've got here, there's a filter inside there. It does tell you here, roughly after about 35 days of use, you should change it. I've got one I tend to use it, leave it there all year usually. To connect your water, so you got your pump, which is on the end of the pipe. So this is yours. Obviously lets water out. Just put it into your acro first and then click it in. Okay. To get it out, you just pull back on that trigger. It'll come out. You just got to make sure, because obviously depending on uneven ground, that can be lifted up or down. It might not make a full connection. So when we connect up in a minute, when we open the tap in a minute, we might just have to come out and just make sure that's in the correct position. Okay.
Okay.
While I'm here, this is your boiler, or the boiler vent I should say. So that's the cover. So if you're going to operate on gas, you need to be taking that off. So if you store that in your front locker, if you wanted to. If you're going to use it on electric, you don't need to take it off. Okay. But I'll explain a bit more about that about your heating and whatever inside. Okay? Coming along, the next thing along, so I'll just get the keys for that.
Don't sit in the car.
Right, this is your toilet end of your van. Okay, in here, that's just a reservoir for the flush tank. Okay, so normally you'll put a small amount of pink chemical in there, then you top it up with water. You can use, a watering can might be worth purchasing, or like I do, I just have a 2 litre water bottle and use that to top it up.
So how much of the pink fluid do we put in?
It's a small amount, mate. So much. It should say on the container anyway,
Okay.
but it's not much. It's not much. It's only there just to make it smell nice when you're pushing the toilet. Okay, the only time you know it's full is when you look through there and you can see it. The only time you know it's empty is when you're flushing it, there's nothing coming out.
Okay, so that doesn't use that then?
No,
That's all. Oh,
no.
right.
This is a separate reservoir for your flush tank.
How much does it normally hold?
5-10 litres,
Okay.
roughly. Don't travel with it full, because if it does overflow into the van, you don't want pink chemical sloshing around, or pink watered down chemical. You can travel with a certain amount in there. So if you're on a journey, obviously it's not the easiest thing to pull over anywhere, but obviously a lay-by, you can still use the toilet. Obviously, you know what kids are like.
Yeah.
5 minutes down, oh, there's the toilet. So at least you have got that. You don't need to worry about where am I going to pull in.
Yeah.
Obviously, you find a lay-by you can pull in, and kids or whoever
How do we
else can
empty?
use that.
How do we empty that if we need that? Or don't you
Yeah,
empty
well,
it?
you can flush it out.
Just okay.
Yeah, flush it out. Or there is a drain, which is that there. But that you tend to do that just for winter.
Okay.
Okay, you can travel, as I said, you can travel with a certain amount in there. But winter, make sure you are draining it.
Yep.
Okay, so the best thing to do is just flush it into that holding tank here, and then just drain the last little bit by pulling that little rubber plug out there. Okay.
Yep.
Right. The other fun bit of obviously the toilet is the waste tank. Okay. See why you're looking at it.
Yeah.
I say you don't tend to see many ladies at the toilet empty point, to be quite honest. Right, if that's not coming out easy, the likely is that the wastegate is actually still open or not closed correctly on the toilet, which I'll show you after.
Okay.
But if you're pulling that and it's not coming out easy, just push it back in and just go in and make sure. To get that out, you just see that yellow lever, just lift that slightly, and it should slide out easy. Blue chemical in this before you use it, blue chemical and a small amount of water, say about 1 litre of water. Okay, that's in there then to start breaking down the nasty stuff. Okay, so you can put that through there. To empty it, it comes out there as well. You've got an air bleed button there, so that allows it to come out easier. Okay. When you take that off, if you've ever been on a campsite or not, usually the emptying point for this is a specific point to empty it, chemical waste. So it's usually a big white funnel with a big hole in the centre of it, and you usually got a brick wall around it. Don't put that on the edge, on the brick wall, because if you go like that and dink and knock that down the hole, you're not going to be sticking your hand down there to get that back out, which you probably won't be able to reach it anyway, and you might even just block their sewer system up. So, best thing to do is put it on the floor behind you. Don't put it on that wall. Okay. So when you're ready to use it, all you do, just fold that back, and that just clicks in. Okay. When you go to empty it, just make sure that obviously all the little ones, make sure that they're not going to be using that toilet when you've taken that waste tank away, because you'll end up with a nice little present when you come back. Okay. Right, one thing I didn't mention was I've done this before. Once you've got it level, so you level it front to back, you use the jockey wheel, okay, you just wind it up or down, then put the steadies down, okay? You have got to wind the handle somewhere in the front locker, but we tend to use a drill, which makes life a lot easier. If you were winding that by hand, I could do all three, while you'd still be doing that one. Okay, so that is a difference, especially when it's raining like this weather. So all you do, it's easy as that. So you just wind it down to the floor, just enough till it touches.
Okay.
Okay? What I then do, once I've done all four, I'll just go like that. If it's still moving, then it just wants to just tighten a little bit more. They're not there to lift the van. So if you think about, oh, if I can level it side to side, I'll use them to lift it, don't. Because it can put a lot of strain on the chassis. Yeah. Okay, and they're not there either for if you need to change a wheel. So they're there just to steady it, just to stop it bouncing around when you're walking in it. Okay? Right, wastewater. Right, this particular model is at the back of the van. Obviously got a bucket that we use as we do it showing the handover. You've got a waste master, which is a wheeled container. So you've got grey pipes which just push into there, and you just put the other pipe, aim it into the container. Okay? What you will find, obviously as you're using your water from your Akerol, once you've emptied it, most of it probably come drop down in here. So if you're going to refill that, best to go and empty that. Okay, because if you go and fill that up and don't think about it, there's going to be a lot of water, wastewater going onto your pitch, and it's not, obviously people are not happy about that. Okay, just mind yourself as you come around. There's a cable running across the floor. Okay, so that's more or less everything set up on the outside, ready for you, obviously to get inside to start setting it up. One thing while we're out here, I'll just talk to you about this. Wheel nuts checking is very important. Okay, this is something like you're going to do before you go away. So when you're at home, before you depart, or even like the day or so before, just check the wheel nuts. If you've got a torque spanner, obviously all the better. It is 110 Newton meters, which it does tell you in your handbook. Okay, I will check these before you go. Okay, so just make sure you are checking it regularly after that. Okay, while we're here, I'll just show you what else you've got on the outside of your van. So there you got, if you've got an awning, you've got an electric point there, you can put anything electrical into the van.
Okay.
Okay, so just 240 outlet there. And you've also got a gas barbecue point as well. So if you've got a gas barbecue, obviously you can get a connection to fit to that. Okay, obviously don't operate a gas barbecue inside an awning. So obviously I know it'd be inside the awning at that point, but
If you have a porch awning, I suppose.
yeah.
you gotta-
So if you have a porch awning, that'll still be outside.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously you've got the risk of either one fire or two carbon monoxide, which is obviously not good either.
Kids knocking stuff over.
Yes. Yes. Right. If you'd like to go inside. So you're going to have to fit your awning.
It would best be now, but
Yeah. No, I
I know what you mean. Kids, just move down to the right.
yeah, that's Kitty's area.
Go and sit down there, that's it. Sit down, Ruby. Right, so...
Sit down. Like a piece of paper, sit down.
Just above our heads as we come in through the door. So this is an important bit. This is your control panel. Okay, so your van works on 12-volt systems. Even though we're plugged into 240, it runs on, most of the things run on 12 volt, apart from obviously things like microwave.
Okay.
So you need to switch your master switch on. Okay, that's the master switch off, that's 12-volt systems off. If you look at the front of the van at the moment, two lights are still on. They operate through the electric. Okay, so that's 240. If you haven't got electric connected, and you think why my light's not working, it's because they're 240 and not 12. So first thing you do when you come in, switch your 12-volt system master switch on. Okay, always do that. Just leave it on when, obviously, once you're on site, leave it on. Okay, obviously switch it off when you're going home. Right, light switch. So that will isolate all the 12-volt lights. Again, it won't obviously switch your 240s off because they're a separate switch. Okay, pump switch. Don't switch that on straight away. I'll show you in a second. Voltmeter. You press that, it just shows you the condition of your battery. Okay, and then awning, that's your light, which is just outside the door, if you can see that.
Yeah.
So that lights up outside, obviously for the period of darkness. Okay, right, so the first thing we do when we get into the van is set the water system up. Okay, so the reason why you don't switch the water pump on straight away is because, one, you can see where that can sit. Obviously when you arrive, the tap is not over the sink. So if you've left that open to drain it, which that's the thing you do, and you switch that water pump on, the water will start running straight through that tap. If you've left it open, you're going to end up with a big mess. So first things first, taps in the correct position, make sure they're all shut. Same inside your bathroom, make sure they're all shut. Then you've got two drains which are sitting underneath this seat here. So if you've drained it for anything, right, just under here, you've got two drain taps, so you can see it. There's a yellow there, which is on the red side, which is your hot water. See the yellow lever down there? See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one this side as well, which is on the blue pipe, which is the cold side. See that one? Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Right. So both of them need to be closed. So they're in the closed position at the moment, so it's allowing water to run around the system.
Okay.
If they're in the upright position, so all you do is just flick them up. That will drain the water onto the ground outside. Okay. So in winter, that's the thing you need to do is open them up
in winter.
and open the taps up. Okay. Right. So to get water in, make sure they're in that position. Otherwise, you'll empty the whole Akerol outside, and you just wasted the whole trip of going to get your water from the tap. Okay. So the next thing you need to do is get the air out the system. Okay. I have already primed it, so you can now switch the water pump on. First thing you do, just open up on the cold side. Make sure you've got water running. Okay. Once you've got a solid stream like that, you'll probably see it should sputter any second. So I release the pipe out.
Yeah.
So you'll see that a lot to start with. So it'll be a lot of air trying to push out through the pipes. So you just be splutter, splutter, splutter. Once I've got a solid stream,